Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. What a fantastic day to be a Celtic fan. Yes, we all know who we play in the Premier Sports Scottish League Cup final on the 15th of December. Looks like it might be a 3 o'clock kick-off. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet. That's what the talk was last night. But who do both teams play? Who do both teams play in the run-up to that final, and how hard are running to the final. The final will take care of itself, you're saying. And the way that they played yesterday, Celtic are, even they were saying online that they're going to get absolutely hammered in the final. Will it be that easy? Will it ultimately be that easy? Before then, we have an important game this week, and we will talk about that. We play RB Leipzig at 8 o'clock at Celtic Park on Tuesday, tomorrow night. We'll talk about that towards the end of this video, and then we'll do a live later on this afternoon, and then join us at 8 p.m. Celtic Park time tonight, where we'll talk about the RB Leipzig game again and do our predictions for tomorrow night. We then play Kilmarnock, and let's miss out November's going to be what it is. We play Kilmarnock away, we play Hearts away, and then we play Club Brugge at Celtic Park, which should be a good one. We should win that one in the Champions League, and then ultimately play Ross County at Celtic Park going into the end of the month. Now, December, massive month for Celtic. Absolutely massive month as far as Celtic are concerned. First up is Aberdeen in December. What a hard month December is going to be. And December, when we get through to that unscathed, can we get through December unscathed? Because it's generally a month that we always draw a game. You remember a couple of seasons ago we lost 2 games. We don't talk about that. We dropped points in 2 games in the December, which was the first for a long time. But we do play Aberdeen on the 4th of December. We then go to we're away to Aberdeen, and that's an 8 o'clock kickoff. And remember, I've been saying there's a turning point, and it's always Aberdeen away. And again, this December, it's a midweek game. We put them to bed at the weekend. We annihilated them at the weekend. I expect us to do the same up in Aberdeen, and that ultimately will be the point where Celtic fans will believe that yes, we're going to get a little bit of a gap going between ourselves and second place team, and it's just steamroller onwards. And it's not disrespectful to do that. It's saying that, but it's just the way that Celtic have always done it. It's the way that we've done it for many years, and I believe it will be the exact same way we'll do it this time again. We then come back to Celtic Park on Saturday. These are European times, so don't get too worried about them when you're thinking, look at the times. It will be a 3 o'clock kickoff on the Saturday. And then Dynamo Zagreb, away to Dynamo Zagreb. Now, that's going to be a hard game as it is. And I always think that, when Celtic get these, and any Scottish team get these Tuesday night games, you always see that the European team tends to get moved to a Friday night to give them that little extra day. It happened with Dortmund, remember? They got their game moved to a Friday night, which gave them that little bit extra day of rest before the Champions League game, because ultimately you want your teams to do well in the Champions League because it's the benefit for the whole country. All the teams in the league get a spin-off from the Champions League. But anyway, we go away to Dynamo Zagreb. It's going to be a hard game, but and they're saying that there will be a reduction. There's talk. Right, you come on. Sorry, it's the dog, as always. They're saying that there's going to be a reduction from the 3,000 down to 1,000 tickets for that, so that's going to be an interesting one to watch. And then comes another massive game in December. Yep, it's the one that got away last season. It is the one that got away last season. It's the League Cup final against Rangers. We all wanted Motherwell. It doesn't matter who we want. I think it's going to be even better and even funnier when we demolish them at Hampden, because if Celtic put on a performance like they did at the weekend, there's only going to be one winner. Let's not dispute it in any way. The fact that Aberdeen put Rangers to the sword just last week, Celtic completely demolished Rangers, and Rangers, were they lucky to get the 2-1? I don't know, I never really watched the game, so I can't comment on it. And then we played Dundee United away at Dundee United, and then there is a home game at Motherwell on Boxing Day. And then we're going to the end of the month, 29th of December, we play St Johnstone at Celtic Park. So you got a combination of nice little European away runs, and then a final against that lot, and then we do play them again on the 2nd of January. What a time to be alive. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to be a fantastic time of year. And I don't want to wish November away, but oh my God, December looks as if it's going to be absolutely buzzing with it. There is a couple of, let's see the running that they have when it gets to December. And we'll miss that. Right, so we start December with that lot. And it's November. The 1st of December, they're away to St Johnstone. They play Kilmarnock, and I'd expect Kilmarnock to try and take something off of that game on the 4th of December. They then play Ross County. They then play Tottenham. They play Tottenham the week that they play Celtic. Oh, you can't make that up. It's absolute quality. I mean, I'm not a Spurs fan. Let's put it. I mean, I detest the club. But it's just seen Ange Postecoglou absolutely demolish them, and and then we bury them on this Saturday, and that is going to be absolutely fantastic. The only downside is well, it could be an upside, because I think that this game, we both have games that were meant to be on the weekend of the cup final. Now, they were playing Aberdeen at Ibrox. Now, I think that will get moved to that midweek. Rangers will try and stop it. But it is a free midweek after the cup final, so Celtic they'll get their game moved, and Aberdeen. I mean, what an absolute phenomenal week that would be if Tottenham were to absolutely hammer them. We do them over in the cup final, and then Aberdeen come to Ibrox and just demolish them. Oh, Jesus, if Carlsberg done Monday mornings, they've definitely done it this week. Anyway, right, let's get back into the video about Celtic. Now, as you would expect, the week of a game, usually it comes the week of a Glasgow derby, but the media tend to talk about a player who may be leaving Celtic, or they'll try to say that this will be the next player. But this is news coming out of Germany, which is a little bit different. There has been talk coming out of Germany by a Sky Sport journalist who has named a Celtic player to be one to watch this summer. Yes, it's one of their own. It's a player that has been on fire. It's a player that scored the cracking goal at the weekend, and it's a player that's beginning to make us all forget about Jota, and can he grow into a Jota type player? He is a year younger than Jota, so Jota does have that little bit year experience more than him. But the winger who's had an absolutely amazing start this season, you remember he's not been at Celtic that long, but he scored 7 goals and set up a further 10 this season already. He's kind of taken off where Matt O'Reilly left us last season, and there's always that one player that comes in, and this is why we never get too concerned about. We know the business model at Celtic, we know that there'll be players that will come and go, but will Nicolas Kuhn be the next big thing to leave Celtic for big money and go either down to England or to the continent? I can see German teams coming back in for him if he keeps on producing the way that he is at Celtic. German teams will not want him to go down south. He knows that he can go down there and get more money, but I think you'll get German teams coming in and trying to snap him up early, and then trying to just make him an even better player than what he already is, and then try and sell him on for big bucks. It might be too early for one of the clubs down south, but you never know. There's always one club down south that will spend 20 to 25 million on a player from Celtic, isn't there? Kuhn, who joined Celtic from Rapid Vienna, who started life as a football player in the Ajax Academy and then went to a team in Germany and then ended up in Rapid Vienna, didn't have the most exhilarating start to his Celtic career, did he? He's one that people thought, he's just not with it. But this time last year, at the beginning of this year, he was he was going through a little medical issue, and he'd lost a stone in weight. And he's not the chunkiest guy, so a stone at his weight size and his physique is a lot to lose. And obviously, the time that he built that back up and got his fitness back up, we're now seeing the full Kuhn in effect. After getting a full pre-season behind his back, says Nico, and he's kicked on, and his average goal contribution is every 57 minutes. Brendan Rodgers has got an absolutely fantastic player there. Brendan Rodgers will not want to lose Nico Kuhn for on the cheap, and I don't think that we've got anyone at Celtic to replace him. Let's be perfectly honest. We don't have anyone at Celtic at the moment who could replace Nico Kuhn. The fact that he's transformed himself as a player in the eyes of Celtic fans. He is contracted to Celtic. He's one of the ones that were brought in on a lengthy contract. So that was the good thing about the way that Celtic business model is going at the moment. He's contracted at the club until 2029. This means that Celtic could demand a huge, massive, even more money. And to the zombies sitting in watching this, they're like, but anyway, if Nico Kuhn was to go this summer, Celtic, and I don't want to sell him, just put that out there, I do not want to sell Nico Kuhn. I want to keep this squad. I want to try and build on what we've got. I think Brendan Rodgers is doing something fantastic at Celtic, and there is no way am I saying that Nico Kuhn will be sold, or should he be sold this summer. I think if we can keep the hold, I mean, if anybody's going to go this summer, I think it will be next summer. There's loads of time to even talk about that. We're not even going to talk about it, but it is a story that's coming out of Sky, and it was a Sky Sports reporter that actually spoke about it. So whether it's true or not, we'll wait and see. Anyway, Arnie Engels took to Instagram to talk about the Premier Sports Cup final, and he's made a vow to just win it, isn't it? He's here to win things. Arnie Engels is here to get those little medals at the end of the season. He wants 3 of them. Yep, didn't come here to take part, he came here to take over. Young Arnie Engels. And anyway, with news with the Leipzig game. Let's turn our news to the Leipzig game, because what will Brendan Rodgers do when it comes to the game? What will he do when it comes to the players? Will he change the squad? Will he mix it up again? I don't think so. I think that was his strongest starting 11. And oh my God, when they click like they did at the weekend, well, RB Leipzig got done by Dortmund, who that result managed to take RB Leipzig off the top of the German league. And you're thinking, geez, if Dortmund were in 7th and they moved up to 5th, Dortmund annihilated Celtic. What is that? What are Leipzig going to do? And that's what we're all thinking. But it is at Celtic Park in Glasgow, in Scotland, under the lights, with that massive, massive crowd behind us. And let's face it, they can make all the noise that they want in Germany, but they will never, never experience anything like what they will when they come to Celtic Park tomorrow night. And the noise from the boys will be unbelievable. The fans will be up there, and they will do all they can to get one over the Germans. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we dare to dream? I'm getting excited for it already. Make sure that you join us for the live tonight. And if you're doing any Christmas shopping, make sure to jump on amazon.co.uk /shop/One Celtic Fans View, or just click the link that is in the description. Even if you don't buy anything from the shop, just click that link before you go shopping on Amazon. And the way that Amazon works, we still get an affiliate commission. Yes, there will be an affiliate commission, I do admit to that. And it's part of the online business that we have here. Anyway, if you don't like it, don't press the button. If you do like it, thank you. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans. And the whole 19,535, we're just creeping up bit by bit. Will we get to the big 20,000 before the end of the year? Will we get to 20,000 before the Rangers Mark II dies? Can we get to 20,000 before the cup final? These are questions that will all be answered in due course. On that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world.